Okay, you're fumbling with a box there, so that's the box it came with. It just happens to be one particular pharmacy.
Right, came from Central Drugs, which they're, I think, in the LA area. And it says hCG, and it's, I guess, 50,000 comp. So it
Right.
comes, 50,000 comp. It comes in this vial, and when it actually comes, there's two vials. This one, and it has the dried hCG in it, and then there's another one that comes. It comes with a large needle, and you take it. It's called bio something water, and you measure out the amount. Actually, my naturopath did it, and you actually put that liquid in here and shake it up, and it becomes a liquid form.
Right, so you were under the tutelage of a homeopathic health
A
practitioner.
naturopath, right? Exactly. So she
naturopath, yes.
Naturopath, and so she did the mixture for me. But you can do it now that she did it. I wouldn't be afraid to do it myself.
Right.
So there's a large needle that comes, to make the mix, and then once the mix is done, it has to be refrigerated. Before that, it doesn't. So then every morning I would get up and I'd go to the bathroom, weigh myself, and then the next thing is to do the injection. And it's supposed to do it sort of about the same time every morning. So to do it, basically, what else comes in the kit is the needles, which
It's like a diabetic needle.
This is a diabetic needle.
Which means it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt really. It's just like a little prick, and the needle's not very long, as you can see. So basically, what you do is you can either inject it. My naturopath said the best thing is in the muscles, like of the leg, or you can do it in the arm. I preferred the legs here at the thigh. So you take an alcohol swab. I'm actually not going to do it, but you open up the alcohol swab. You actually clean the top of the hCG container to make sure that that's clean. Then I take the other side and I would swab where I was going to inject it on my leg. And then you take the needle. There's this bottom protector part, and there's the top part with the needle. And first thing you do is you draw air. Now I was doing 35 units, I guess it is. 30, actually 4. So I have to measure. There's the 30 and kind of do the 2 bars there. So you inject it with air first, and then you take the hCG bottle. I always would shake it, and you stick it in to the bottle, and you push the air into the bottle, and then you draw out the liquid, the actual hCG. And so you draw it. I would do 34, and then you take it out, put the bottle down, and then it's time to inject it, which I'm not going to do, but basically you just sort of like do like a dart boing into your leg, and then you push it out, not too slowly, and then you're done.
Great.
So, and then you replace the cap and stuff on the needle.
And the needle gets trashed at that point.
Yeah, and actually I was reading on one of the websites that I just threw it in the trash, that maybe there's some protocol for how you're supposed to dispose of the needles, but I would just put the caps back on either side and put it in the trash.
Okay, and so that bottle is for a round, what they call a round, and the round is anywhere from 28 to 40 days.
Actually, the amount that she gave me, because my naturopath, she knew I was only going to do 28 days. This is only enough for 28 days.
I see.
If you're going to go the 40, I'm not sure if it's a
more.
bigger vial or if you get 2 vials.
Right, and you were saying something before about, was it the amount of dosage or something that you could have done differently to get more hCG in you?
Well, I'm not sure. The dosage I think is the standard one that the naturopath prescribed, and I don't know if they do different dosages. Some of my reading on the internet, people are saying that sometimes you need to figure out the dosage and need a little bit more, a little bit less to stop some of the hunger pains, etc., etc. So, but
okay.
Yeah.
And so we're doing this last segment here of show and tell with the needle and the bottle. A few days after the rest of this video, actually a week or so after this, and you're now done with your first round, which was 28 days.
I did my first round. Actually, I only had enough really for 27 injections, so it was cut short by a day.
Okay, and so what was the result of your first experience with this?
Well, the result was, the end result was great. I lost almost 24 pounds, and that was in 27 days, but the first 4 days were the binge days where you sort of gained and lost. Yeah. So in reality,
by design,
it was really when I was actually on the 500 calorie a day diet, I basically lost a pound a day. So that was good. And now I'm on I just started the maintenance portion.
Which lasts for 6 weeks.
The maintenance portion, they call it actually this, like the set point where you're sort of like trying to lock it in, is 3 weeks where you still don't eat you can eat anything but carbs and sugars. And then you have another 3 weeks where you sort of introduce those things, carbs and sugars back in slowly.
Okay. So the last part about this then is this injectable form you cannot order yourself. You have to have a prescription from some health practitioner, and then the pharmacy that they order it from sends it directly to you.
Yes, it used to be, I guess I'm not sure the FDA, somebody just changed the rule. They used to be able to send it directly to the practitioner. They could mix it for you and then dispense it to you. Now the health practitioner sends the prescription to the pharmacy. Pharmacy calls you, verifies your address. You have to pay for it. They send it to your address, and then you either have to bring it into the naturopath and they mix it for you, or you can mix it yourself. I've heard that you can order it out of the country, from other countries, but in the United States, you have to go through a health practitioner. And it doesn't have to be an MD, because my naturopath did it.
Okay.
Well, thanks to Carolyn for sharing that with us. And this is like a preliminary introduction to hCG. There's plenty of information all over the internet if you want to see it. The injectable form, it seems, is the only form where studies really show that the weight on average is left off and that the reset for the metabolism is established by getting rid of a good part of the quote-unquote abnormal fat. So we wanted to give you a really good insight into the injectable form. There are other forms that you can find on the internet. Maybe I'll be able to interview my mother, who first introduced my sister and I to this thing, because she's gone through it, and she went from like 202 pounds or something down to 147. Looks great, and has done a lot for her bum knee, because she has to have a knee replacement, and now she has 50-some pounds less weight to deal with. I have not tried it myself. People who don't need to lose a lot of weight can do this. I might investigate it just for the experience of it, and depending upon the interest that this particular post has on my blog, I might do more blogging about it and get more involved in it, because it really does seem to be helping a lot of people. So thanks.